Today we have a very exciting guest with us. I have Amihai, who is a senior product manager at Monday.com. But more importantly than that, he is the inventor of something called Monday Vibe.
Hi, my name is Tara, and I'm a certified Monday.com partner and the founder of Simple Day. My goal is to help you build powerful yet simple workflows with Monday.com. If you need help with a custom implementation, my contact details are in the description below. Let's jump into today's tutorial and make Monday the best part of your week.
So Amihai, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here with us today. And let's start. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about what you do at Monday?
Hi, thank you for having me. So as you said, I'm the lead product manager for Monday Vibe. It means that basically I work with the development team and design team and analyst, and together we create a vision of how this product should work like, what new features we're going to build, what bugs we're going to fix, and together we are leading the roadmap of this feature.
Amazing. So for those who don't know what Monday Vibe is, can you tell us a little bit about what it is?
Yeah, so basically it's a vibe coding tool. When I say vibe coding, I mean that users are writing what they need, like what feature is missing in Monday, what business app they want, right? I want an IT inventory app. I want a feedback form. And Vibe is using AI to analyze what is the request and actually write custom code into Monday in a secure environment and add new feature to the product. So it really is like a shift in the way that we do software. Until now, every time that you wanted to do something, you would have like a menu with options. And if it was one of the options we built, then great. And if you wanted something off this menu, it was impossible. And now basically everything is possible. Just describe in words what you want. And in 2 minutes, you'll have a working feature app in your Monday account.
So since you said you were the inventor of this, what led you to create this? Like what inspired you? Where did you think of this idea?
So I'm always looking at new technologies and new changes. And a couple of months ago, there was a vibe coding craze. There was a lot of new products like Base44 and Lovable and Cursor out there that allowed people that don't even have a development background to just write code and create apps. And in my past, I worked a couple of years in Monday, and I worked on the developer platform that Monday built. So we allow developers to write code, regular code, and add extensions and then sell it on the marketplace. And I just had the idea of why just write random code with those AI code generators. Let's teach it how to write code into Monday. And I manually took all of the documentation that we built and I fed it into those AI agents. And I just created a demo of a new item page or a new screen in Monday. And it was really nice. And for me, it was just an experiment. Okay, I did like a 2 minutes video. I put it on my LinkedIn. I said, look, some cool ideas of what you can build with the new AI tools. And basically it blew up. Like people loved it. The founders of the startup who built this AI tool shared it. It got to Monday's executive on WhatsApp multiple times of what cool things you're building at the company. And and they said, yes, what feature are you talking about? And after I did this one video and it succeeded so much, I said, okay, I built it in like 5 minutes. I have like 10 more ideas. So I went to all of the community requests from Monday, all of the features that people are asking for and they are not out yet. And I just built them in like an hour or 30 minutes each one. And I created another video. And at some point, people couldn't ignore it anymore. And they just told me, hey, here are a couple of developers. Show us that you can actually build it built in into Monday. A couple of months later, really one of the fastest products I ever worked on. We have Monday Vibe in production with tens of thousands of apps already built by different customers.
Wow, that's amazing. That's so cool. I think Gmail was the same way. Like Gmail got started by someone that was doing like an off project by accident and it just started. It's amazing how these small little ideas turn into a huge thing.
Let's hope it will be the next Gmail.
I hope not.
I'm okay with that.
So first of all, Amihai is going to do a demo for us of One Vibe and how to create it. But if you're interested in more, I definitely recommend checking out his LinkedIn channel because he has a lot of different videos that he's done. So before we jump into the demo, can you give me some use cases that you've seen? Are there maybe some more popular use cases of what people are doing, or is it really all over the place?
Do you want me to show you?
Yes. So let's show me. Let's go.
Yeah, so I have a secret demo account. Every time that I see someone build something cool, I try to recreate it myself. So it's a full account and I'm looking at, I have a lot of different things here. So the basic thing people start building is dashboards, right? So here I created a dashboard, but you say, okay, Monday has dashboards.
Right.
But you can really build something custom made. So in this case, it's not really Walmart, but as you can see, it has the logo of the company. It uses their colors. It has the specific widgets I wanted. And because Vibe is writing custom code, you can really build any type of widget you want. So people are building crazy things with it, like a market map and a Sankey diagram of their deals and which stages they are and hierarchies and heat maps and competitor analysis, tons of different things.
Yeah, and these are not standard Monday dashboards at all.
No, you can control them 100%. You want to change the colors, you want to change the names, you want it to do a calculation, you want a pivot table, like anything you want. It still reads the same board, right? Everything comes from Monday. You can take any data you already created, but you can just visualize it in like hundreds of different ways that we couldn't support yet. Because you see, we have tons of features in Monday. We built a lot of different things, but there's still a limit to how many of them can we build in scale. And it doesn't matter what we'll build, you will want like a specific configuration that we don't support. And here you can just do it. Like, I think that it's also an example I really love is you don't have to stay at a dashboard, right? You can take that. What a lot of people are doing in Monday is that they take the dashboard itself or the data, or maybe download it to Excel, create a nice widget, and then they put it into a presentation. So here, the Vibe just built a presentation. I told it that I want to open it in full screen, and I want to move between slides, and I want dashboard widgets. And those widgets, those are not pictures. Like, it reads the board in real time every time that I open this deck, and it always up to date. So instead of me updating it every week, we can just open the same Vibe every week, and we have an updated deck. I
actually sent this video of yours to one of my clients. I saw you posted this one on LinkedIn. I actually sent this one to my clients because this was an exact feature request that they wanted, because they kept all their OKR data within Monday, but they wanted to put it into a presentation. So this is pretty amazing that you can automatically create a presentation.
Yeah, I'll show you one last thing that I love. This is a marketing use case. I have marketing use case and IT and sales and projects and HR. Like, I have 50 different things here, but like, this is a board of social media calendar, right? A lot of people have it. It's a lot of different customers with marketing departments. They have a lot of different assets that they need to release. And there's different ways to visualize it. So here you can see two different ways to see the same thing. One of them is taking a more traditional calendar, right? But it's a bit more colorful. So for example, if I can zoom in a little bit. It was on 80%, sorry if you couldn't see. But you can really see this is the Instagram one and a Twitter one and a Facebook and a LinkedIn. You can really see exactly the platform. And like I just told it, this is what I care. Those are the icons that I want. And if it was pushed by a day, I just move it to the next day and like the board moves. So that's one way, like seeing it on a calendar. And if I want it as a list, it's possible. If I just want to see the ideas and move them to different stages, everything here is possible. But let's take it another way to see the same data, right? So here I have a content calendar, but it's a bit more visual, right? So it's, for example, instead of, like, I don't really care about that specific date. Here I want to see it week by week. So now we're at like the November 2nd to November 8th, and I can see, okay, this is what we're going to get. And the visual is the most important thing here on this card. And I can open it and get more data, and I can see if I have multiple ones. And again, even those, I can show them by like grids and stories and feeling, right? So, for example, a lot of different marketing departments, they really want it to be visual, like the colors and the visual. It's the most important stuff. And look, Monday, we have like multiple ways and we have our galleries, but you can really build, it's like a product that was built specifically for you, and you can add anything you want. And this is just another way. Like, this is the magazine, right? I can see a timeline of I'm taking the product features that are going to be in the next iteration. Now I'm showing it as a timeline, right? A scrollable timeline. So think about it, that really cool. You start with a table that has dates and timelines. You continue to a calendar, which is like the traditional way of showing dates. And then you move on to something that is a lot more unique and a lot more experience-wise, or a lot more connected to the way that your company work and your department work. And all of that is just by a couple of, like, I already gave it the same board, I gave it the same context. I just asked it to do a little different things. Sometimes I talked to the AI and asked it, okay, I told them I'm working on a marketing department. Like, I don't want a traditional calendar. Help me show it or visualize it in a way that is a bit more visual or meaningful to my employees and customers, and that's how I built it. And different people can access the data in different ways. right? So it's like a lot of different products that you can basically build inside Monday. So instead of you paying for 5 different products to visualize your work and do your work, just build them.
It's amazing. It's really, really impressive. Can you give us a quick demo of what it actually looks like to build something?
There's 2 ways to start, right? You can start with an existing table with your own data. That's a very good way because when the AI is going to use it, we're going to use the name of the board and the groups and the items and the columns, and it gives a lot of context. So if you already have a good board, start with that. If you have a board with tons of columns you don't really use and a lot of empty spaces, then it's only going to mix up the AI. So be careful. Like, it's the best way if you have a very, very tight board.
Got it.
The other way is, I just showed it. I clicked here on the Vibe icon. And now I'm here on the Vibe main page. So a couple of things are here. You can basically describe anything you want. We also have templates that are customized that can give you ideas. If you connect an existing board, we are actually reading the board that you connected and also giving you more and more options. So if I'll take the social media calendar board that we talked about, you can see that our AI is now reading the board and tell you, okay, here is a content planner, a social media hub, a pipeline, performance, like what's different aspects that can work on the same board.
Wow.
So in this case, we can remove it. Okay, let's say I'll start with the board because if you don't start with the board, our AI is going to build the board for you. It's just going to create the board and the whole thing. So how do you write a great prompt? You start with explaining who you are, because it gives a lot of context to the AI. So I am a product manager working on an AI app builder at monday.com. And I get a lot of feature requests for my product. And I want an easy to fill feature request form that can also show you if the feature request already exists in the board. Okay, so my problem is usually that I get tons of requests and most of them are the same request. And I want that to be easy to add new requests, but I don't want to have doubles. I want you to just see if somebody already requested it. So this time I'm not going to connect a board, I'm just going to build it. The way that Monday Vibe works, this is the builder, how we call it. We have a couple of, we have a chain of agents. Everything is an agent today. So yes. The first one is like a product manager. We read about this request and it writes a product requirement for the feature. Like, what do you need for it to work, right? Do you need a form? You need a way to decide if two feedbacks are the same. There's a lot of different things here. Then we have like a designer. The designer takes the requirements and says, okay, so which types of models do you want? Okay, do you need the background? What color? Do you need the form? What is the title? So a lot of things that like a real designer is doing. And then we have a coder. The coder is actually building the code and making it a reality and deploying it to your account. It takes between 3 and 6 minutes. It depends on how many people are building at the same time and how complex the request is. And this one, it starts with building you a new board because I didn't connect one. It just finished creating the board and now it's writing the code, or as we call it, waving code magic to create your app. And this step is a bit long right now. That's the way of technology that we are right now. It's actually writing word by word all of the code that you need. And it's the more complex the request, the harder it's going to be. But if we look here, there's the thought for 23 seconds. We can see a little bit of how the AI is thinking. For example, here is remember the product management AI. So let me break down the requirements. Easy to fill form, should be intuitive and well designed. Show if the feature request already exists. So I need to search and check for duplicate. The board context show columns available. Okay, this is what it knows, right? Here are all the different columns that in the board it created. If I would choose a board, it would be the one I chose. And basically it's like the reasoning, right? Those are the key features. If you really want to understand how it works, it even tells you like those are, not every time, but those are the files I'm going to create. So if you really want to understand a little more about how it works, you can read it. If not, you can stay here on the, okay, I built it for you.
And just find something to do during those 3 to 6 minutes while it's being built.
Yeah, we have a version where instead of a loading screen here, you have tips of how to build better and features that are about to be released and a lot more engaging.
You can have the llamas come up also. Like the llama farm.
Steps. Yeah. Let's see. Boom. And we have an AI app builder feature request. Let's ask for a dark mode capability, dark mode for apps. Similar request found. We found 3 similar requests. Consider app voting. And okay, here he put it on top, but I can see there are 3 similar requests on the board, a dark mode theme, and I can just upvote it. Maybe here it works, and I can see the full details. That's just like version 1. Right? I can change the UI, I can change the colors, I can add more features here, I can save my new feature request as a sub item to the existing one. So I still have all of them, but they will be grouped. I just describe who am I, right? I'm the product manager. What am I doing? I described the problem that I have. Like I get a lot of feature requests for my product, and I just wanted to find someone, I want a way to add more without giving me more duplicates. And the AI just designed the product for me. And everything, of course, every time that I'll set something, it will get into this new board that was built for me. And if I'll click here, I can see that the new board was created in my Monday account. If I want, I can connect it to anything else. So I want to connect it to automations, integration, Sidekick, CRM, anything, it's already connected.
Right. Wow, this is pretty cool. So I have a few questions about this. Can you use Monday Vibe for numerous boards, or does it only work with one board?
The answer today is that you can do it only for one board, but you can connect other boards to your board. So if, for example, I want to see here data, everything you can see on the board, Vibe can use. So if I'll add a connected column here.
Connected board columns and mirror columns, Vibe can see.
Exactly. So if I have 5 boards.
Sure thing. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty hard. But here, let's say I connected it, and now if I'll connect an item and I'll mirror data to my board, everything I see in those columns from other boards will be accessible to Vibe. Don't take my word for it, but I hope that by the end of the year or before, you will be able to manually select like 5 different boards and build an app that natively reads all of them. Like you can mirror to help Vibe understand which item should be connected to which one, but you can just use them differently. So I could have 3 different boards, one with all of the user who submitted feedback, one with all of the feedbacks themselves, and one with my roadmap of showing which features are about to be released. And I can use one app that just reads all of them and show you the relevant data. So today you can do it with mirror columns. Tomorrow you can literally select 3 boards and do it yourself.
And can you access these vibes, I guess you call them, on the mobile app of Monday?
Yes, so they are all available on the mobile app. I can show you, I can mirror my mobile, but let's start with, we added here a preview that shows you how it's going to look like on the mobile app. So here is the same form, and I can even see, oh, maybe the text is a bit too much, and I can ask the chat to change things all the time. So everything is built, we call it's responsive, right? It adapts to the size of the screen, including mobile. And all you need to do right now is you need to open the board in your mobile app and go to the Vibe view. And very soon we're going to have here a QR code that you can just scan and open it directly in your mobile app.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I see so many use cases of companies, businesses that are using Monday internally, like for their admin team or their executive team, but then they have people on their team, like in the field, that may need to access certain information. Recently, like a tour guiding group I was working with, they wanted to be able to show the information to like the tour guides, but they didn't need them to like be in Monday. Or other examples with a gardener, someone owns a gardening company, and also he wanted his workers to see what they needed to do, but they didn't need to be in Monday. So this seems like, you're probably going to show me an example now, but this seems like something that could be a great use case for that also.
Yeah, I really love when you request for things that we are already working on. So this is an example of, this is a delivery management solution, right? You can see different deliveries. This is the dispatch, right? I'm now sitting in my office and I can see all the different deliveries that are en route. But if I open the same app on mobile, I don't see the whole thing. Right, I can see this is the mobile view, and it just tells me, okay, this is your next delivery. Alice, this is the address, this is the time, this is the package. You have one big button of delivered, or open on Google Maps, or call, report an issue, and this really works with your actual mobile. And one alpha that we have, and if you're really interested, send me an email, is that we have an option to replace the Monday app with that. So when you open a Monday app, instead of you navigating somewhere, you will not see the main page of the Monday app. The only thing you will see is this delivery route. It is as if your company now paid tons of money for a developer to build you a custom mobile app that the only thing it does is is delivery management. And right now it works as an alpha. It means that we can manually configure it to your account. You can tell me, here is a list of users. Instead of the regular app, show them that. And later on, it's going to be in the platform. So you can do it as an admin. Say, okay, I have a team of users. For them, they just need one app. Make that the default view.
Wow, this is really impressive. A few more questions. Can you use AI within the app itself? Like, can I say, for example, if I want to create an app for writing performance reviews for people on my team, can I say, like, I want to submit the information in a form and then AI, as part of the app, will take my words and fix them up? Is that something that can be done?
That's a great question because this is even working in my account, and I hope that next week in every account. So here I'm back in the main page, but I can also do it in the builder. I have a sale pipeline that went. First of all, we made it a bit easier. We have here a button that reads the prompt.
Okay.
And is going to add you leverage AI to automatically score lead quality and predict. And you can use that. You don't have to. You can just write in your own words, I want to use AI to do something. And the app will use it. And I'll let it run, but let me show you some cool examples.
So that's using AI to help you build it, you're saying?
No, it just gives you ideas of how you can use AI in the app. And now I'll show you a couple of, first of all, here is, for example, this is a board with all of the questions that I always get about Monday Vibe. Like, is it HIPAA compliant? How is it priced, right? So I build here a chatbot. The chatbot can read the boards, right? So this is a dashboard. It has regular numbers that read from the board. I need to tell it to show the numbers before the AI is ready because the AI takes 2 seconds more. Boom. And you both have like the regular dashboard, but those 3 insights are AI generated, right? So two high priority projects are currently in progress with one stuck on 30%. And you can just tell it like, what are the things what type of insights are interesting to you? And it will always do it. So this is a dashboard that has both the data, but also the insights created by AI. Or something closer to the example you gave me. This is a social media content generator. It can also search online. Let's tell it to search data about Monday Vibe app builder. Okay, let's do it again because I forgot to give it the app. So write post about the launch of Monday Vibe, and I'll tell it to search online for Monday Vibe app builder by monday.com, so it will know what I'm talking about.
You have to just switch the order of these things then in your...
Yeah, I click, every time I click on the wrong things. Let me do it one last time, okay? Write a post about Monday Vibe. The problem is that I first told it to write a post, and then I told it to add the search online context, and I didn't debug it yet. Okay, write a post about Monday Vibe product launch. Okay. And now it will write me a LinkedIn post and a Twitter post. If I want to, so here you see this is a bit longer with the hashtags, and this is a bit shorter. I can format it. I can give it like, okay, give me a place to add 2 or 3 examples of good posts with my voice and use them as context. But you can really create like a user feedback or employee feedback. You can translate, you can summarize. Everything works. This is a competitor analysis dashboard, right? You can give me a name of a company, any company.
Amazon.
Okay, so we have Amazon, and we don't really need to give it more context. So this is it searches online data about Amazon, and it's going to create a battle card comparing it to my company. Like Amazon does everything, so it's going to be a bit generic. But you can.
Maybe that was
basically
too general.
No, that's okay. But basically, it searches online for all the data, and now, okay, here's Amazon. Hard work, have fun, make history. It's an e-commerce company over. I don't think 1.5 million employees, right? What is the pricing model, market share, funding status, strength, weaknesses, differentiator with monday.com? Again, not the right company exactly here.
Right, we got the concepts that you can have. This is amazing. So let me ask you a question. What's the plan with these vibes? Besides someone obviously being able to build them, is there going to be like a marketplace or something where people can buy them, kind of like the template center? Or maybe you don't know that because it's still the beginning of this project.
No. So vibes are built on the same infrastructure that our current marketplace is using.
Okay.
So the same infrastructure as the marketplace. It means that we have a lot of what we need in order for allowing you to build a very complex vibe with your own ideas, with your own context, then wrapping it as an app and adding it to the marketplace or a new vibe marketplace. You can give it for free, but tell people you can get services through a partner, or you can monetize it yourself. Basically, we still have a couple of technical hurdles we'll need to solve. We're still working on duplication and security, right? Basically, it writes custom code, and we will need to review it and make sure that it's secured. But we're doing it step by step, and it's not going to be that far where everyone can build their own vibe with their own market knowledge and their own use case in mind, and just share it online, sell it, and it will be we really see it as a way for Monday partners and resellers and customers even to share and get to give more value to anyone else who's using the ecosystem.
Right. Tell me your most interesting vibe that you've seen so far, or impressive,
the most
maybe.
Interesting vibe. So I also showed in one of my
idea, like something you're like, oh, I didn't know that we can actually do that.
It's also something that I saw in in a real customer. I showed it in one of my videos. It comes from from a marketing department when they have a lot of assets. And every time that you create an asset, it's like an image, an ad, graphic, then you have the designer building it, and the team lead needs to review it, and their manager and the PMM, and there's like a long list of people, and everyone have their own comments, and it's really, really hard to keep up with everything. And they managed everything on a Monday board, and they did it really successfully for hundreds of assets every month. But eventually it was pretty cumbersome to do it over time. So what I saw this customer doing is they built an approval flow. First of all, you can see it shows you the graphic in a very clear way, right? You don't care about it's not a table. You don't care about all of the different comments, right? If you're the project manager, you care about everything. But here, you just open it and it shows you in a very big image what you need, and you can easily approve or request changes. The thing I love the most is you can basically open it on mobile. It automatically knows like on which items you are tagged on and are waiting for your approval, and you can swipe right and approve, or swipe left and choose like it's a wrong color, or the copy need to update copy, needs more work.
Cool. And you can write your comments there.
Yeah, and everything, of course, is just updating the board. And automation is sending the designer, oh, there's a new feedback. Here is the feedback you just got. It was made by Amihai. When you're ready, click here and turn it back to pending approval. And like the whole thing is super, super easy. They build one vibe, but every person that opens it, the only thing they see is the 5 assets they need to review right now. So it really takes a very, very complex flow with a lot of different people and different stages, and makes it a delightful experience that you can really do in a second. They just save so much time and so much effort. They took Monday and they make it work the way they want it to work instead of adjusting to what feature we offer. Right. So I really love this solution.
Yeah, it's a great solution. Okay, before we wrap up, one last question. What can people look forward to from Monday Vibe? I guess new features coming out over the next couple of months.
We went through some of them. So we are going to support multiple boards, which is going to be huge. You're going to have those AI features in the app basically next week. Any place in Monday that you have a plus, you'll be able to build a vibe. You want an item view? Got it. You want a widget in your dashboard? You got it. You want a left pane object? Everywhere in Monday that until now you had to select from a menu, you can also describe what you want and you'll have it. After that, you will also be able to share it outside the organization. So you can build a website, a landing page that looks like awesome as if you bought it from a web designer, but all of the backend, all the data in the website and all of the form people fill is going to get into Monday. So it really is going to open tons of new abilities and possibilities of how do you even use Monday and what use cases can we solve.
Right.
So there's a lot more to look forward to.
Yeah, it seems like there's really a lot in the pipeline. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck with all of these new releases with Monday Vibe. It really seems like a really exciting product. If anyone is interested in watching more videos from Amihai, you can check him out on LinkedIn where he posts a lot of his videos. And thank you again for joining us.
Thank you.
Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and remember to subscribe to receive tips and tricks on how to use Monday.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.